my channel. This is Holly from Life with Holly Lifestyles. I'm so excited to share with you my life as an entrepreneur and my tips and tricks for business. So today's video is all about my face. So as you can see, the lighting is a little bit different. It's because I have kind of like my mirror right here that's like kind of shining at me as if I'm a makeup guru, but obviously I am not. But this is super exciting because I'm sharing with you my sort of like simple yet presentable makeup for girl bosses and entrepreneurs such as me. Sometimes I am either running out just to work, and sometimes you never know, you might see someone you know, or if I'm out for a meeting or anything and I just want to be more natural and not too fancy looking like I normally do. So this is super exciting because I'll be showing you a tutorial of all my favorite products that I use and how I made this look basically. It's super simple. You can do it 5 minutes, but obviously this video is going to be longer than 5 minutes because I'll be explaining more about how to do this face. And yeah, so without further ado, let's get in. So I took out my glasses and I'm basically blind, so let's just get started. And if anything goes out of focus, I'm really sorry, but here it goes. So the first thing I usually do is I will moisturize my face, make sure my face is really moisturized and ready to go. So I do that as fast as I can because we are heading out the door soon. And beforehand I will prep my lips. So basically you just use your normal moisturizer. I use the Clinique Dramatically Different Moisturizing Lotion, and I just use a random lip balm that I have. So to make sure that even though I'm wearing less makeup and it's just ready to go, I make sure I have a really good base. So the base that I've been using is this It Cosmetics Bye foundation. I also use their CC cream, but I switch back and forth depending on how my face looks that day. I'm going to be using this one today because I just feel like it, and I'm kind of out of my CC cream because that one is my go-to for sure. They worked pretty much similar. I think this one's a little bit thicker, a little bit more, what do you call it? Maybe a little bit drying a little bit, but I think it works real fine, just like the CC cream. So yeah, I just do like 2 mini pumps. That's basically much it. And then I will usually just go over my entire face. So there's a mirror right there. That's why if you see me looking that way, now you know why. Even though I am looking at the mirror, I can barely see myself. So the sponge I've been using is this one. This one is the Morphe sponge. I've been loving it. So that is the sponge I've been using. I used to use Beauty Blender a lot, which I still do once in a while, but I'm just using this one right now. So, and it works pretty much the same. I feel like each sponge is like just a little bit different with the bounciness and how they take in product. So you just have to experiment and figure out which one you like. That's that. So sometimes when I am lazy or I'm just running errands super quick and I don't put foundation on, I just put a little bit of concealer to kind of like brighten the under eyes and just to make sure that my skin overall looks a little bit better, because I do have a lot of redness sometimes, especially when I have my dry rashes happening. So this one I really love. I will link all the products that I mentioned down below so you can go check them out. So this one is the Diorskin Forever Undercover Concealer in the shade 030, which I believe is almost like a beige color. But I'll link it down below. It doesn't really say. So I usually not really brightening type of person. I just want to make sure that my under eye circles or my dark eye circles disappear a little bit. So I just basically just put a little bit under my eye and in any spots that I couldn't cover. But since I am using the foundation today, it basically covered most of it. Usually the CC cream kind of shows a little bit of your natural skin tone, so I don't need to do too much on my face today. So that's really nice. So I just use the same beauty blender and blend that out. So there is the base. I'm ready to go. Just kidding. I just usually do a little bit more and then pretty much good. So the next thing I'm going to do is do my brows. This one's going to be the hardest part. Usually I'm really good at filling my brows or my brows suck and I just go out anyways. So there's just 2 options that I have depending on my day, I guess. So right now I'm using this brow powder duo. This one is from Anastasia Beverly Hills. This one is their brow powder duo, and this is in a dark brown. So basically it just looks like that. It has two shades. I usually just go through the middle and just like mix them together. So I guess depending on how you want your brows to look, I usually like try to fill it as much as I can, and then usually I just add some more brown in the sides to kind of add some more brow hairs, I guess. But yeah, so I'm gonna do this really quick. I'm gonna look at the mirror a little closer because I cannot see, and I'm sure you've known that by now. So yeah, so I just fill it in super quick. I basically just follow my natural hairs, and just basically that's all I do. I have nothing too intense. And sometimes I do use a brow gel beforehand, but it really depends on how quick I need this done. So that's pretty much it. And I'm just gonna fast forward this section and we'll go straight to the next step. So today I am having an okay brow day. It's not the best and it's not the worst, so I'm okay with that. So the next thing I have is kind of like an eyeshadow. This is something I use when I just want to put a little bit of shadow on to kind of like move my eyes a little bit, and this one is super easy to use. So this one is this is the Supergoop. I don't know what it's called, but it's kind of like a cream eyeshadow. This is in like a darker brown shade. This one is called Sunset. So what I love about this is that it's a cream, so it's super easy to use. It blends in really naturally. It doesn't look too harsh or anything, and all you have to do is just rub your finger and grab a little bit of product. So I just have it like that, and then just rub it all over your eye, and it just kind of gives like some dimension to your eye, because my eyes are really flat and they don't look that pretty when I don't have anything on. And it's super easy to use. You basically just like rub your eye with the shadow, and it just like super easy and super quick to use. So there it is, all done. So the next thing I'm gonna do is use an eyeliner. This one is the Maybelline's Curvitude liner. It's a little bit different. It has like a really weird curve. You just have to get used to this. So it can be easy and it can be hard, but let's just do my simple eyeliner, cat liner. So after that, depending on the day, I might do mascara. Sometimes I don't, because I wear glasses anyways, and sometimes the mascara kind of like interferes with my glasses, or that people won't even notice anyways, because the glasses kind of has a sort of a glare that you can't really see, but this is totally up to you. I'm just going to do a little bit to show you guys how it looks, but I'm super simple because I have Asian lashes and they never last pretty long, so yeah. The mascara that I'm using here is an Asian brand. This is called the Heroine Make. This one is my favorite because it's super waterproof, and it makes my lashes as long as it can get. I'll make sure to link this down below for you guys, and places that you can buy it if you are interested. But usually if you go to like Asian markets or like Asian makeup stores, they definitely have it. So the next thing I want to show you is super important. Every time I do my face, I make sure I have a face palette, because of that just makes everything super easy, because everything is all in one. And I love this one because not that it's own face palette, but it's also a cream product. So this is super easy to use. It's almost like the eyeshadow where you just basically use your fingers and you're ready to go. And I love that because sometimes when you are in a hurry and you need to get out the door, you basically just need anything that will work super quick. And this is something that I've always used, and you can get a really good look out of it. So right now, I'm going to tell you what this is. This is the RMS Beauty signature set. This one is in the Pop Collection version. I've had this for a while now, and it looks really nice and really gross at the same time, but I still use it to this day and it looks really nice. So I'm gonna grab this super pink or super red shade here for blush. You just have to blend it out really well, and don't grab too much. And the nice thing about these two blushes is that you can also use it for your lips, so it can almost be an all-in-one. I'm pretty sure you can use this contour bronzer shade for your eyes also, and I always recommend this product because this is basically an all-in-one product for anything that you don't need to do eyeliner or anything, you can basically just use this and give that really natural kind of look to your face, which I really like, and that's perfect for the summertime or for vacations. So I'm just gonna grab a little bit here, so I'm just gonna rub it in. It's a little dry right now, and then I'm just gonna put it on the apples of my cheeks. So if you can see, sometimes it shows not a lot, you just need to grab more, and I love how buildable it is. I can't really see because I'm blind right now, so I need to look at a mirror to look a little bit closer, but just give me a second. And you can always just add more if you feel like it's not enough. So that's what I love about this product, and it just blends in really nicely and it stays on really well. And then if you do have too much, you can always use a beauty blender and kind of like blend it out, and that's what I usually do anyways. And that's what I usually do for this bronzer shade because it can get a little dark. So I'm just gonna rub that in my finger. That one usually isn't as dry. And then I will just go through this side of my face. So look, it's a little bit intense right now, so I'm just gonna blend that out really quick. And then I would put it also on my jawline to kind of like make sure I have that snatch kind of look. And then I would use my beauty blender if it's a little too harsh and hard to blend, because sometimes it dries really quick and you just need to use the blender to help, and that really helps because it's already moist. Then I'm going to do it to the same on the other side. Usually I do them together so that I can just blend them all out together in the same way. So there we go. And what I also love about this palette is it also has a little nice highlighter right here. This one is actually not that bad. It's a little subtle, but sometimes you just need it subtle. You don't need it too intense. So you just rub your finger in and then you just put it on the high points of your cheeks. And it just adds like a cute little glow to your face, which I really, really like. And then I just go wherever is needed. So yeah, there it goes. And then last but not least is obviously my lips. Sometimes I use sort of like a lip balm situation, but today I'm going to be a little bit fancy and use something else. This one is the M Cosmetics, I believe it's their liquid lipstick, but it's a lot more soft and not too crusty, if that makes sense. It's really nice. It feels more like a in between like a gloss and not really a gloss, but in between, I don't know how to explain it, but like in between a lipstick and a liquid lipstick. So I don't know if I'm explaining that properly, but it goes on really, really nicely, and it basically does not look dry on me, especially when I do have very dry lips. So I usually just put a little bit on the bottom, put a little bit on the top, and then kind of like smooch my lips together, and then blend out anything else, like if I miss the spot. And that's usually how it is, and I'm pretty much done, and that is basically it. So yeah, so thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and look. I really enjoy it. I do this basically every day, unless I'm going to an event, then I might do a little bit more to my eyes and to my face, but normally on an everyday basis, if I'm going out or a meeting with someone, this is what I do. So yeah, don't forget to follow me on Life with Holly Lifestyles to check out all my products and stuff that you might want to see. But yeah, I'll see you in my next video. Bye.